Ben Duckett was dropped from Saturday's Ashes tour game after pouring a drink over England bowler James Anderson's head in a Perth bar. The 23-year-old batsman, part of the England Lions squad, was due to play against a Cricket Australia 11 as a number of the senior party were rested. On Thursday, he was socialising with Lions and senior squad members, who were not under a curfew. "It's trivial, but in the current climate not acceptable," said coach Trevor Bayliss. Anderson, who has played in 131 tests, is England's all-time leading wicket-taker, and there is no suggestion the 35-year-old did anything wrong. In September, England all-rounder and vice-captain Ben Stokes was arrested on suspicion of actual bodily harm after an altercation outside a Bristol nightclub. Then, at the start of the Ashes tour, Jonny Bairstow was accused of headbutting Australia's Cameron Bancroft in a Perth bar. "Everyone has been warned about how even small things can be blown out of all proportion," added Bayliss. "I'm disappointed with what we have had to go through already with these problems. It is not acceptable." Duckett has been suspended pending a disciplinary investigation that will be led by Lions coach Andy Flower. "Andy will look after his player, and if anything needs to be said or done with the first team, we'll handle that," added Australian Bayliss. "I'm not sure what more I can say to the players. I'm sure there will be some stern words from above." When asked if he is fed up about having to address off-field matters, Bayliss replied, "Very much so. I'm here to coach the team, and I end up spending most of the time trying to explain behavior that the boys have been warned about." The latest indiscretion involving the England team is thought to have left management incredibly angry. There is a feeling that trouble usually centers around the same small group of players, and that they could pay with their place in the squad, even if that weakens the overall strength of the team. "I might review who is in the team," said Bayliss. "They can't keep making the same mistakes. Most of the guys are fine, but somewhere along the line some of the guys have to pull their heads in." Northants left-hander Duckett averages 15.71 in 4 tests for England, the last of which was against India in November 2016. He was replaced in the England team for the game at Richardson Park by Joe Clark. England are 2-0 down in the Ashes series and will relinquish the urn if they are beaten in the third test in Perth, which begins on Thursday. The Ashes squad had been placed under a curfew after the incident between Bairstow and Bancroft came to light during England's 10-wicket defeat in the first test in Brisbane. Though both Bairstow and Bancroft described the occurrence as without malice, England's players were subsequently required to return to their hotel by midnight. That curfew was lifted for the first time on the night of Duckett's indiscretion. It is understood that no members of the public were involved and England team security were present.